I find no hope within to call my own, for I'm frail of heart, my strength is gone. But deep within my soul is rising up a song, here in the comfort of the faithful one. I walk a narrow road through valleys deep, in search of higher ground on mountains steep, and with feet unsure I still keep pressing on, for I am guided by the faithful one.
True and precious friend.
Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, let me bring hope. Where there is darkness, only light. And where there's song, sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. I hope you are tonight. And you got us feeling all right, I think so. Evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Exactly right. Regular crowd shuffles in, plus a few more, I hope. There's an old man, he's sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He said, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now, John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke. I'll light up his smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. Oh, he said, John, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Pretty good crowd for a Sunday evening. That's meant to emulate the rain that is falling.
Yes.
The rain.
The rain.
It's funny. I phoned the police recently just because I saw something, an awful, terrible light that came into the room. I thought, oh, what's this going on? And the person that said, so what does it look like? I said, well, it's shining in through the window. And she said, that's the sun. I said, oh, I'd forgotten.
An old friend.
But she let me off.
Oh.
She said it wasn't, she said it wasn't a frivolous call. She said, because I've not seen the sun either. What is going on in this country? I will vote for any government that can bring in sun 4 days a week. That's all I want. I'm not asking for much. I don't care what they do about education or armaments. I just want some sun. All right? Look at me. I'm looking pale. Look at me. I am. No, you should see it now. I tell you what I am doing. And look at this. Look. This beard is growing exponentially. Sue kept saying to me, well, she likes it long, but now she said it's the hair. Look at it. Look, it's so long. It's getting in my eyes.
It's shaggy.
It's literally hanging down, Yvonne. We've got the lovely Yvonne. Let's have Yvonne on the shall we? Right, there we are. Yvonne, say hello.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see you again.
Be
speaking to you again.
Yeah, well, it's lovely to have you back, and to welcome you into this.
Working.
It is working. Yeah. Oh, it works. It's fine. As long as you hold it up, it's fine. You don't have to hear it back. We're not in church now, dear. So you don't get your fold back. You know, it's not none of that. It's just it works. But how have you been?
I've been fine, thank you. Yes, very busy, but good busy.
I know you've been good busy. You are a human dynamo. I talked to your son. He said, "Oh, I can't keep up with Mum. I can't keep up with Mum. You know, she's always on the move.
Busy.
Wherever you're going to go and see her, she's somewhere else. That's the life." Oh yeah, but I think actually we were doing a show last night, and it was this very thing about I do the show and it's called Not Dead Yet. Jonathan Veira, Not Dead Yet, as you know.
Yes.
And I've been to the place before 2 years ago. So I called it Jonathan Veira, Still Not Dead Yet. But I'm getting closer.
Closer than he was.
That should be the little kind of, little proviso at the end of everything. And so everybody, I've ended up, once again, I'm on my third dose of, if anybody's got any magic that can help me here, third dose of antibiotics for a flipping UTI, and it won't go. And it's so annoying, especially when you're doing a show. You can imagine. Fortunately, I had my potty by the side, and nobody seemed to mind. What? But what's been some of the stuff that's not been involved in the charity? What have you been doing?
Oh, well, I do family if I'm not involved in the charity.
You do. That's basically it, isn't it? You look after other people's children.
I do family. And church. We've got a great church where we live down near Chichester.
Are you running
It's growing. No, I'm not running it. We've had an interregnum, so we've got a new rector who began just literally before Christmas, but we had almost a year of no rector. And
that
so
was you then?
Well, it wasn't me. I mean, I was on the ministry team, but quite a few of us running services and everything. But there's a lot to do when there's no rector, and everyone has to sort of step up and do a little bit, But it's been a good year, and the church is growing. It's really growing in numbers.
Very interesting, isn't it? We're going to talk about that, aren't we?
Church.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, when it gets to that, don't deny the evidence of your ears and your eyes, as our erstwhile friend Mr. Orwell, who we're much quoting at the moment from 1984, is telling us. When you see growth, this is the only sign of life, when you see growth, and when you see churches growing, then you know something's happening. Now, it's not across the board, but it's certainly happening in a lot of the churches that we're attending. Last night where we were, the vicar said to me, people are just walking in and saying, and particularly young men. There's a surfeit of young men. Now, it's always surprising to me, and so make no mistake, this is going to be a very spiritual evening this evening. I decided very spiritual. There's going to be lots of spiritual stuff, but it's going to be very high octane, as I call it, high octane spirituality. What does that look like,
Something
Yvonne?
to look forward to.
It looks like me. That's what it looks like.
Jonathan, yes.
Okay. If you liked me, right, I will explode.
Spontaneous combustion.
But you've been ministering down there, and then seeing and without revealing too many personal, you've got lots of grandchildren and things like that.
Yes, I have. I've got a lovely elderly mum who's hopefully listening in tonight.
Hello, Mum.
Hi, Mum.
What's her name?
Pauline.
Hello,
yes.
Pauline. Oh, Sue.
Can I just point out that when you have the microphone, when you have the harmonica
All
on,
right.
you don't speak into the microphone clearly enough.
All right.
Just helping you out
Always
here.
a critic, aren't you? How's that? Is that better?
That's better, thank you.
So,
Yes,
Pauline,
Yes,
So-
Pauline. She's in up in Peterborough, and
Is
I've got.
she living on her own? Is she living on her own
She
house?
is. Yes, she is. Since Dad died. Yes.
And how does she?
And-
How does she get the? How she got on? How she found this?
Oh, what tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. It's the first time she's tuned
Right.
in.
So great.
I shall
On
find
YouTube,
out
I
later.
hope that we hope she is there. Hello, Pauline, if you are there. Well done. I've got to say, anybody who's above an octogenarian who can tune into this show, because I've got, hopefully, Paul Field is tuning into the show as well tonight.
Oh.
We've sent him the link, and he's not an octogenarian. So, but there are people who are IT phobic.
Well, it's sometimes a bit tricky
It is.
because we try and set it up so that it's easy for you to do, but sometimes the technology just doesn't help you. So a lot of people now get their link from me. So if you are one of those people who'd like to get on more easily, just let me know and I'll put you on my list.
Right. He said got it.
Hey,
Paul
well
said
done.
got it. So those of you who know
done.
Paul Field actually
done.
has written all the God of the Moon and Stars, Go Peaceful, that we've sung every week for 6 years now. Every time that we've done this show, Go Peaceful, pretty much. And so, from your point of view, do you have much time to relax? Do you do anything to relax?
Oh no, I don't really do things to relax.
You don't do. You're not
No.
relaxed, are you?
No, I don't really. I run a charity, and when in my spare time, I'm doing things in the church and I'm doing family.
I thought you were going to say.
I've got three. I've got a lovely husband called Ross. I've
Hello,
got
Ross.
Three lovely
watching?
children. He'll be listening. Yes, hello, Ross.
Hello, Ross.
Hi, Ross.
Hello, Ross.
The whole family. Right, good. Look, that's what-
I've got three children, grown-up children, all
Luke,
married.
Luke.
Yes, Melissa, Luke,
Melissa,
Ollie, all married,
Ollie, yeah.
with 7 grandchildren between them.
7. How do you
Seven.
get round to that lot?
Yeah, 7 under 9.
Oh
yes.
my goodness.
Yeah,
that's a lot to manage.
And actually, they live one set of them live around the corner.
Yeah, 2 lots do.
Actually,
yes.
2 lots.
Two lots do.
2 lots. Yes,
Yeah.
of course they do. Yeah, they're not.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
really great, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
great that you can do that. And it's been good getting to know your family, actually. And Luke, who we drove back with him from London. Did he ever tell you this?
No, he didn't say
Oh right,
that.
we gave him a lift back.
As I'm sure you can imagine, there was a lot of silence in the car. Not people were not talking.
No, he didn't tell me that.
Oh,
The
good
two
lad.
of them together.
Good lad. It was great. But tonight we're going to be concentrating on the idea and talking about ideas around bereavement. There's some questions that you've got. I know that some people have been asking. I think that's right, isn't it, Sue?
Yeah, one or two.
One or two.
Yes.
And as you're listening in tonight, and if you feel that you want to ask a question, now she might not have the answer, or she might head you towards an answer, or steer you towards, or helping, or even going on that bereavement course that is proving so extraordinary around the country at nearly 700 churches now, something near that figure coming up.
570.
It's 570. That's near 700 to me. Let's round it up, shall we, rather than round it down. I need to be your PR person, clearly, right here. You know, if I was Donald Trump, I would have said thousands of them. Thousands. So, right. But nearly 600. That's fantastic.
We're well on the way to 700.
Yeah, and I know my sister is on. She went to one, took a friend to one as well. I don't know whether she's watching tonight, but I can't imagine so. But anyway, finding it really interesting, actually. And the great thing about this is that if you're out there and you're not a Christian, you're listening. It's not. You don't have to be a Christian to attend.
No.
It is 6 weeks of just
Help.
basically helping people,
Yeah, help.
helping people to understand and come to terms with the grief. But we'll talk about that in detail. Anyway, it's absolutely terrific. The minute you left last time, people were asking if we could come on again, and so we're really thrilled that we can talk about you, and it's your energy, your dynamic that makes this work or not. I think and God's power, of course, as well. God's dunamis,
Definitely God.
as well.
Definitely
But
God.
with you as the hands and feet that move, blessed are the feet that carry the gospel and the good news. And those you're using your feet and your hands and your brain and your eyes and your mouth. They're all kind of all in there, everything in there. So I think, actually, Sue, what about you? Before we get in. Oh, right.
Sorry, I was just writing a few notes down. What about me? What's the question?
Have you had a good week, love? I didn't ask you.
Yes, we have had a good week. I mean, it's been a little bit quieter. Sasha's life can be a bit quieter, but less work for me this week. And we've done a bit of visiting people, haven't we, this week? And that was hard.
Yeah,
that was
we will
very
tell you about
hard
that.
because we visited a very dear friend who's really struggling with dementia.
I'll tell you about that in
but
a
we'll
minute.
talk about that. But yes, it was a slightly quieter week. We got to do lots of things together, visiting
did.
people together, which was very nice. Very nice.
Actually, it was. It was a real blessing
Yeah.
for us. Hard work, but when
No,
is
it's
it
good.
not? And then holding back the tide of the UTI. Holding back the tide of the UTI. Holding back
That's a little bit too
the
much
desire
information.
to weep.
Listen, you're on your
Sitting on
second
a
test
chair,
card already. and
Thinking to my way, I'm gonna have to go out for a pee. No, let's stop
right,
this.
now you've got your third test card.
Right. It's a talent, isn't it? It's a
Take
talent.
your hearing aids out, my mum. You know, take your hearing aids out.
Hold on, I'm not finished.
No, you've had your third test card.
I don't even
Oh.
know what this one is.
Oh.
I don't remember the song.
Show a little mercy.
Yeah, but have we got the words?
No, you've got to blast without the words.
I don't know. I can't remember it. You're a horrible person. All right. A long time ago, this one. Nobody is right all the time. Nobody can walk a straight line. Every one of us makes mistakes. Every one of us deviates. Nobody can walk a straight line. Whose life goes according to plan? Whose life goes according to plan? Thank you, sir. Keep walking with the humble man. Keep walking till you understand. You're so far a fall. That's why you give me the words. So come on and show a little mercy up there on the high ground. Show a little mercy. You might be the next one down. Show a little mercy. Join hands with the human race. You never know, someday you might need some saving grace. You might need some saving grace. Ow! So don't set yourself up for a fall. Don't think yourself high above all. Keep walking with the humble man. Keep walking till you understand. Don't set yourself up for a fall. So come on and show a little mercy up there on the high ground. Show a little mercy. You might be the next one down. Show a little mercy. Join hands with the human race. You never know, someday you might need some saving grace. Show a little mercy up there on the high ground. Show a little mercy. You might be the next one down. Show a little mercy. Join hands with the human race. You never know, someday you might need some saving grace. You might need some saving grace. Thank you, Mark, for that. Show a little mercy. Show a little mercy. Saving grace. You might need some saving grace. Show a little mercy. Show a little mercy. Oh, that's right. Saving grace. You might need some saving grace. From 2011, that album wasn't it? No. All That Matters. Which reminds me.
So, for those of you who haven't a clue what just happened, The rule is that if he gets 3 test cards, then that's it.
Hold on. When was this rule instituted? I didn't know.
It's been going on for a while.
Yeah, hold on, Rachel. No, that's Rachel, by the way. Look, right now, listen. I'll speak in barrel so you can understand, right? When did that become a rule? I didn't know about that. You didn't
community.
tell me.
All right, the JVC community. When was that? Years ago?
Years ago, when we were in the old Steinway room.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I missed it somewhere along the line.
All right, then back to Piano Man you go.
Me must be losing my memory somewhere along the road. Anyway, it's a great song, that Show Little Mercy, isn't it? Because you might need to. You never know. I love it. It's written by Judy
Dunn.
Judy Dunn, who was a
who also wrote All That Matters.
All That Matters, and that reminds me. Can we sing a song? We'll sing that song because that's a very spiritual song, isn't it?
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
We're not finishing Piano Man.
It's a pretty good crowd for a Sunday. The manager, she gives me a smile.
They get worried otherwise.
She knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. Oh, and the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. You made me take that off. Therefore, I can't go to da 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 and then blow the mouth out and.
Oh, what a shame.
And as the piano dies away, once again we welcome you to, officially, 20 minutes and 46 seconds in, another evening.
It's not a record, but it's close.
Steinway, it's got to be a record somewhere. How about, as you mentioned it?
Yeah, that's lovely.
This is a good one for Mark Borisov's sister.
Yes. Dear Mel, she's been in hospital for 2 weeks now, and we wish you peace and comfort.
Here's life in all its mystery, the beauty and the tragedy, the silence and the symphony, and everything between. Deep inside the heart of man, the need to know and understand. Are we a part of some great plan, or just a passing dream? Philosophers philosophize, but rarely look you in the eyes. And politics is compromise that rides the ebb and flow. Money talks and fashion screams to fill the space inside your dreams. If you want something to believe, I tell you what I know. My maker is my savior, my creator is also my friend, and to find him and his favor is all that matters in the end. Spirit of the age decrees we may not speak in certainties, but that's what Jesus is to me. He's the bedrock of my soul, a savior who can really save, a power stronger than the grave. the greatest gift I'll ever have, the deepest joy I know. My Maker is my Savior, my Creator is also my friend, and to find Him and His favor is all that matters, is all that matters, is all that matters. In the end, With a
Beautiful
little
words
hint of
indeed, Chris.
Debussy.
Beautiful words.
Oh, lovely.
Did you get that? Did you get that little reference there?
Yes.
Little reference. Have you heard that song before? I suppose you haven't, have you?
Yes, I've heard you sing it before.
Have you heard me sing it
Yes,
before?
I have.
It's an interesting song, isn't it? Because it makes a bold claim. And I wonder whether. I mean, it's a big question. This. You're a priest, Church of England. You came from the Brethren. You've been through so much stuff in your life. Do you think it's a time for bold claims
What now?
like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now is.
I think this is a very good moment for us as Christians in society. Lots of people are talking about this quiet revival, Gen Z. I think in the work that I'm doing in bereavement that there's actually a quiet revival going on across all the generations.
Yeah.
And many years ago, one thing you don't know, Jonathan, is many years ago, I was involved in some research that I felt God saying very clearly to me that I should do. Yeah, and that was to look at spirituality outside church.
Yes.
And back in 2005, we did the research, and it was the first time that it was shown that the country was becoming more spiritual rather than secular. Up until that point, everyone thought we would become more and more secular as people left religion and that kind of thing, and religion would be a thing of the past. Back in 2005, we showed that the tide had turned, and that the nation was becoming more spiritual, even though not religious. And what's been happening over those 20 years is that we've been gradually getting more and more spiritual outside church.
Spiritual outside church.
Outside church. And what's happening with Gen Z is that they are the generation that haven't got the baggage. They haven't.
For those of you who don't understand Gen Z and what we're talking about, the current generation of kind of 18s to
the
25.
teenagers into the 20s, that generation. They're the generation that haven't got the baggage, and they are the generation that have never been told. Yeah. And so therefore they've got this desire to discover whether, to seek something that might be out there.
Yes.
Is there more to life than what I'm experiencing?
So when you say baggage,
yes,
tell me what you think. I mean, I know what I think, what you mean, but tell me what you think
the
baggage is.
We're the generation that sort of grew up with Christianity being our parents and before, and the generation that was sort of saying, it's anything but Christianity to be progressive. Yes. So our peers will have and do readily accept other religions rather than but not Christianity. Yeah. No. So we're the generation that's sort of anything but Christianity, and for some of our for people in our generation, very often they've perhaps had a bit of Christianity in school or something, haven't much liked it, and so on. So they've rejected what they have experienced. Or they've had a bad experience of church, maybe, and so on, and they've waxed lyrical about that to the family and everybody that will listen. And nobody else wants to go now to church because of bad experience, all that kind of thing. So you've got these generations that have been anything but Christianity, and then you get to Gen Z. So millennials, very different generation in terms of their perspective on life. Millennials, postmoderns, sort of coming in. Approaching life on the basis of anything goes.
Yes.
You know, there's no one truth. And so for
Yes.
the millennials, it's okay for you to be a Christian, provided you're alongside everybody else,
Yes.
you know, and
Yes.
everything's equal.
Yes.
And then you've got the Gen Z who never had anything. And so what's really exciting is you've got this generation that are starting to think, well, nobody ever told me, you know, is there something?
Yes.
Yeah. And the reason I'm excited is because with bereavement, what happens is that no matter what your baggage, no matter what age you are, even if you're an atheist, or you've just an agnostic, or you've rejected Christianity, no matter what your background, when somebody dies, as a human being, you automatically begin to ask the big questions of life. Even atheists will go to that place of just beginning to wonder. You know, is there
A
an
window
afterlife?
opens, as I call it.
Exactly. Is there something out there that's beyond this world? You know, and so everybody begins to wonder about whether there might be a God, whether there might be an afterlife, where is their loved one gone? All those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And what happens, therefore, and what we're finding with bereavement is, and I'm getting really excited about it, because I'm saying we're seeing a quiet revival across every age group.
Can I just, we were talking
Yeah.
about it in there over a cup of tea before we, and those of you know who've come in here before, we have a little cup of tea in the house, a little chat, see what we're going to talk about. Don't plan anything too much, just, you know. And we were talking about the fact that the BBC have published an article questioning the validity of this quiet revival. Now, today.
It's in the news,
So,
yeah.
tell me, I have not seen it. I didn't see it today. I was show last night, so I didn't see it in the news. What was the general tenor of it?
They're sort of saying, well, you know, is the way that the research was conducted by the Bible Society
was
is
flawed.
questionable, flawed, exactly. You know, they're suggesting that, but and they're saying that that's the only research out there, which is
Well, that's
rubbish.
not- that's
It's
not
rubbish.
true.
Yeah, exactly.
But they never have access. The BBC.
No.
I
Yes.
immediately said to you, didn't I? If the BBC are questioning it, they kind of the temple to total and complete. What is it? I don't. Liberalism in an agnostic liberalism, I would say, or atheistic liberalism, and the people that control generally at the top of the BBC and the editorials. That's what they'd like to believe. They
They'd
do
like to do
not
that, yeah.
want a Christian revival in this country.
Yes.
and
But
so
it's happening.
therefore
We
I'm
all know
really
it
I'm
is.
really happy that the BBC have published it, because
Yes.
that means for me
Yes.
that not that I don't trust anything the BBC write, but on these subjects they are always and always have been anti-Christian.
Anti-Christian, yes.
You know, the way they've planned the religious
Yes.
programs. I know
Yes.
this because
Oh,
I was
they do.
involved in this.
Oh, they do,
You know, they
religious
make sure
programmes,
they're going to
yes.
make every program irrelevant by
Yes.
putting it on at a time
try
that
to
nobody
try to
watches it.
quash songs of praise and all
All
that
of
kind
that.
of thing. Yeah, absolutely.
And they're doing it
yes.
on changing the times, and nobody knows when it's on.
Yeah,
the
that's
viewership
right.
will be small. And they say, "Well, look,"
And it just
nobody's
carries on
watching
being
it.
popular. Yes.
Right, and people want to
Yes.
watch it and they find it.
Yes.
But it's not a conspiracy theory. It's the way it's been. You know, when I was doing a lot of religious programs, they asked me to smooth out the religion, talk about mountains and trees. Don't be too specific. Be kind of generalised about. And we heard Sue. Do you remember, Sue? We were listening to watching a program the other day about it was the 70s, wasn't it? The 70s in Scarborough, and it just happened to be in the background. It was the Thought for the Day, and it was Frank something or the other. I can't remember his name.
Yes.
He was quite well known on Thought for the Day, and he just sent. Have you ever thought it's a nice thing? Have you ever thought about being kind to somebody today? Have you? Right? Have you not? Well, let's be kind to each other. And that was Frank singing, giving another fairly innocuous thought for the day, and it was. But that's when I heard it, and I thought, yeah, and that's what was promulgated, and you didn't.
Yeah.
Most Thought for the Days were had to be edited carefully.
But it's different now. You know, it really is different now. I think you referred to me as, you know, a priest and everything. And you can wear the Christian symbols now.
Yes.
Go out wearing your cross.
Yes.
Go out wearing your collar.
Yeah.
Do anything out in the streets and everything.
Yes.
Because the culture is changing very rapidly.
Yes.
Very rapidly. Gen Z is influencing other generations, but also the millennials You know, they're becoming managers. They're making the decisions in
Yes.
businesses and
Yes.
workplaces and everything. And they're the ones who's like, well, what's wrong
Yeah.
with Christianity?
Yeah.
You know, so we've got a very, very, very rapid change as our age group is retiring.
Yeah.
And our kids are becoming managers and
Yeah.
everything, and Gen Z are making their own decisions because they're teenagers.
Yes.
We're seeing a great change really very rapidly, and we can be bold and just, you know, show that we're Christians and say that we're Christians.
Sue, have you got some?
Yes, Gareth, who is a retired Methodist minister, said, anecdotally, many local churches are seeing young men come from nowhere. I preach at 2 local, not big churches, and both have seen young men come in from nowhere and stay. Not massive, but others are saying the same.
Yes.
So a local Baptist church baptised 15, mostly young people, just 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
So you're right, it's happening.
15 is a
whether they
significant
want
number.
it to or not.
Yes,
it's
No,
exactly.
whether the
happening.
BBC want to follow these things. They did a thing on Emmaus, actually, and it was Emily Maitlis from the... and she talked about...
Wildfires, wasn't it?
Wildfires.
Yes.
And all that was going on. And it's a young people's, effectively young people's, but, you know, run by older people. And Pete was very careful not to fall into the media trap, you know, that they tried to set him.
very
And
skillful.
They wanted to know the 3 big things are homosexuality, abortion, and trans rights. And where do you lie on this? Somebody can't become a Christian, and if they didn't conform to the pattern of liberal thought, then
Yes.
well, there you are. It's obviously a cult, and
Yes.
you know that
Yeah,
was the
trying to
the
trap him.
inference.
Yes.
And I'm sick of it. I'm sick
Yes.
of being described effectively in cult terms. But I also equally, we don't want to go down this right wing path that America has gone down,
Yeah.
where white evangelicals have possessed the politics of the thing, and that we are running the country. You know that is a theocracy. And you were saying something about that when Muslims look at this.
Yes.
They
Absolutely. What we fail to realise, I think, or fail to remember sometimes, is that for Muslim nations, their faith and their politics is all wrapped up in one.
yes.
You know, it is absolutely one and the same thing, and so therefore, when they see a Western culture politically claiming to be Christian, then they read anything that happens in that nation politically as being Christian action and
Yeah.
attitude and belief.
Yeah.
And we have to be so careful because, you know, obviously not everything that our politicians do are what we would necessarily want as Christians. And what worries me is that if that's happening, when that's happening over in America, it's, you know, people are interpreting America in that way. It then rubs off on us because,
Definitely.
you know, if that's what Christians are,
That's
then
what Christians are.
they expect the same of us.
Particularly
They
the
think
word
the same of us.
evangelical.
Yeah.
And that's why evangelical is such a problematic word now.
Yes. Yes.
Because I call myself a Christian. Although I
absolutely.
was born into an evangelical and born through the evangelical methodology, if you like, I describe myself as a Christian.
Yeah.
Because if you describe yourself as the very word has become toxic because of the way it's been hijacked.
Exactly.
And those of you who know my views on that anyway. But listen, a change of gear. I'm just going to, hopefully I've got Paul in. I know we've got some loads of comments. He's watching on YouTube. And so, Paul, we send big love out to you, my friend.
we do,
And
Paul.
to Ruth at this particular time. And we're really glad that you've come in, and we'd like you to stay, and it'd be great to be. Went up there to write a few songs. We Roll Like a River that I've been playing the past couple of weeks. And I did this last night, actually, on the show in Staines. And it went down. In fact, somebody came and asked.
Yes.
That's the
So
one
a
they
gentleman came up to the table and he said, I don't know what to choose. There are so many CDs. And I said, well, is there a song in particular that you enjoyed that you would like? And he said, well, the one I really wanted is the one that I know is not on an album because he's only just written it. So he had heard the whole concert and it was this song that he particularly wanted.
And why was it written? Well, I think it taps into the zeitgeist, really, of where we are as in our age group, I suppose. Certainly for me in my story, and probably for Paul as well, as we think about what we're for. You know, what are we for right now? What is it we're about? And that's why the tour of Not Dead Yet. I say it's not still not dead yet. And it's about what we can do, and this is where the song came about. I was walking up the into the studio, into his lovely studio at the top there, past the piano room, and walked up, and I saw all his fantastic achievements and million seller this, and 2 millions of those, and all the platinum discs up on the wall. It was fantastic, and Paul had a mega career, absolutely, and sung all over the world, and did and was sung with the greats, and had a great solo career. And Nutshell, if you remember Nutshell, fly away in your love, we could fly, and that huge stuff. And then at the top, there's a picture of Paul taken by the same photographer who came in and took a picture of Mick Jagger just after that. An iconic, and he was in the same studio, and it's an iconic picture of Paul, I think it's 1980s. They can correct me there if I'm wrong. And there it was, and I just thought, photographs, things that let's write about things that from the past, what they mean. We don't look like that now. We look like us, older, and what we've done. And we started messing around with words and lyrics, and I had a little riff that we thought we'd play around with, and Paul, being the wordsmith that he is quite extraordinary. So my ideas all shared, genuinely written together. This one was a lovely one. So it's called Printed on My Heart. Today I found some photographs, treasured moments of the past. Some memories stay forever, some memories never last. But every picture tells a story of destiny and grace. The journey that I traveled on has brought me to this place. Yesterday is not for living in, but to visit it sometimes. It helps me to remember how the passing years unwind. So many friends have come and gone, all their colors paint a part of this picture of a lifetime, printed on my heart. I've been thinking lately of all that's gone before, the golden opportunities, the times life's closed the door. Sometimes it's good to think about all that's made me who I am, the things that I can't do anymore, and the things that I still can. Yesterday is not for living in, with its triumphs and regrets. There are some I don't remember, and there are some I can't forget. So many friends have come and gone, all their colors paint a part in this picture of a lifetime, printed on my heart. Yesterday is not for living in, but to visit it sometimes. It helps me to remember how the passing years unwind. So many friends have come and gone, all their colors paint a part in this picture of a lifetime, printed on my heart. Printed on my heart. So that's hot off the press. Do you like that one?
It's lovely.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Printed on my heart. That was such a great idea. And I love that. What I love is this, all their colours paint a part. So all the friends, so many friends have come and gone, but all their colours paint a part of the in this picture of a lifetime printed on my heart. And I always thought it was odd, wasn't it? When we get older, when we die, everything that we know has gone. I always find that odd. All the stuff I've learned, all the stuff I know, it's kind of lost. Apart from to the people that knew us, I suppose. But
they treasure it. Memories.
Yes, they are. And any responses, Sue?
Yes, they're loving it.
You've got some stuff written down, I see.
Sorry, I've got my microphone. Yeah, that was about something else, Donnie.
All right.
Yes, a number of people love it. Gareth, of course, our songwriter, he also said what a lovely song it was. Benny said, I love this one. You heard it last week. And
Benny, now give a big send out.
They've already welcomed him. They're all chatting away to him. Not paying any attention to you.
Oh, they love you, Benny.
They're chatting away to our Benny.
Oh, Benny came in last week, singer-songwriter. He's 23 actually. 23. And just a fabulous songwriter. I mean, I think guitar, mouth organ, such the loveliest man. But a real talent, and I think he will go far. I think he will go very, very far.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's lovely. I hope it happened here in this room first. For him, that he.
That's wonderful.
Rachel said that videos are incoming from last week. She's working on the videos so that he's got
Benny,
something to show.
the videos are coming in for you, and we can put them out again. We might actually just play a few more, just as one of the videos, just to play one of your songs. Some very funny ones as well as some great ones. Go on. Anything else?
No, I quite sort of. And another thing is that Alan Slough and Jackie are in tonight.
Oh.
And normally they can't join us because they're working so hard.
How appropriate.
Yes, and they're working so hard, and but they don't have an evening service. So we are delighted that you are
so
here
delighted
with us.
you joined us.
Wonderful.
Now, would you come and join us again, actually, in the autumn for
Yes. Well, it depends on their services.
on
I
your
guess.
services, of
Yes.
course. But if you could come and join us, Jackie and Alan, they worked with Patrick.
Yes, Patrick Regan.
Patrick Regan and his book, and he was part of that experience because they lost a child to suicide. And so they came in and they were a massive blessing. And I think one of the things is they showed us was that this journey is not a straight line.
No.
Bereavement is that
mess.
fair? Is that, I mean, this is a generic thing I'm talking about, but
It's a mess.
it's a
It is a
mess.
mess.
It's a
I
mess.
I quite like that. So it's chaos.
It's absolute chaos. Yes. There's this illustration that we use in the bereavement journey with the waterfall of grief. It's like you fall over, you go over like a cliff or a waterfall. You end up in this turbulent water at the bottom. You get tossed around and you're hit by the rocks and you can't understand where you are or what's going on, and you're going under and everything. And eventually you emerge, still getting tossed around and everything. But eventually you end up sort of floating again, but you're on a different river.
That's beautiful.
So it's a
That's
mess.
interesting.
It's a mess until it and you're taken
Until it
on.
isn't.
You're taken on this journey. You can't make it happen. You can't
make
dictate
it
how it's
stop.
going to be. You can't make it stop. You can't change what's going on today. You just have to go with the flow. And eventually you find you're on a different. You are floating again,
Different track, yeah.
and the sun is shining again. You're on this river. And it feels good again, but you're in a different place.
It's really helpful. I think that's a really helpful thing to say, actually. Anyway, I'll sing a song. It's 10 to 9, and we're going to have a few songs and some notices. We'll have a little break, and then we're going to get into Ataloss. I think there's so many requests and dedications.
Yes, absolutely.
So who would you like? I'm going to sing "Alas and Did My Saviour Bleed."
Yeah.
It's an old hymn. We used to sing it in the Brethren at the cross where I first saw
love
the light,
it.
and the burden of my heart rolled away. Remember that?
We used to
It
sing
was there
that.
by faith. Sang it at baptismals.
Yes,
That's what we did.
That's right.
When Mrs. Little fell in the water with a big hat accidentally.
Oh.
Yeah, that was one of the great baptisms of my time. If she literally felt she was an older woman, she had the biggest hat. It was Ascot. I mean, it got everything, fruit, the lot, birds. a pheasant was sitting on top of it,
Oh,
and she walked up, slid on a bit of water. They put the chairs too close to the baptism right at the front, and she slid and she went in and nearly
Oh, my
all. I mean,
gosh.
she was a massive woman, and she fell in, and out came the water.
Oh.
And the only thing I can remember was this hat bobbing in the water.
And presumably your parents glaring at you. Do not laugh.
Don't laugh.
Do not
And
laugh.
we weren't allowed to laugh. Well, I'm laughing now because it was
It
hilarious.
was hilarious at the
Although
time.
it could have been very dangerous for her.
Yes.
Could have hit her head.
Yes.
But in fact, she just landed.
Anyway, sing the song.
Right, for anybody in particular?
Well, I mean, it's not the one I wanted.
What do you want to? What is it you
No,
want?
no, do that one, and then do it as well for me.
It as well.
Okay.
Which we didn't do last week.
No,
for John.
so I want that one.
Okay.
But, yeah,
They're two serious songs, but
that's okay.
alas, and did my Saviour bleed, and did my sovereign die? Would he devote that sacred head for a sinner such as I? At the cross, where I first saw the light and the burden of my heart rolled away, it was there. By faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Was it for sins that I had done, that he groaned upon the tree? Oh, amazing pity, grace unknown, and love beyond degree. At the cross, where I first saw the light and the burden of my heart rolled away, was there. By faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day, all the day.
Wow, that was fabulous. Very powerful. Lovely. Love that.
Old hymn.
Old hymn sung really
The
well.
old ones are the best,
Well,
aren't
sometimes
they?
they are. They just
Like
have
the old rugged cross
the
as
old
well.
rugged cross.
Yes.
the old
We've
rugged
got Lorraine Porter in tonight. She was in the show last night. So enjoyed it that she wanted to find out what
Lorraine,
you're
how
doing on Facebook.
fabulous.
So wonderful, Lorraine. You are very, very welcome. We are
Well,
delighted.
Lorraine, that's the second time that's
And,
ever been sung in public. So 2 new songs that have been sung in public.
And if anyone else has joined us for the first time, you are very, very welcome.
Very, very welcome. And we love having you. And please join us again. We won't be on until, I think
it's the 8th, is the 9th, something like
the
that.
9th, the
Is
8th,
it the
and
8th?
9th. We've got Professor Keith Brown coming in. I know.
Definitely
How
8th.
about that? And so it would be fantastic to have him in. He was so keen to come in. He said, "Oh yes, I want to come in. I want to talk. I want to talk." You know, so I don't think anybody can stop him talking. I think that would be even me. Even me. We're gonna. You want It Is Well?
I would like to have It Is Well. It's a beautiful song, and I think it's
For
the
John
kind of
Brown
song
out there, who I didn't see
particularly
it for
for
last
people who are perhaps struggling with life at the moment. And I know that there are many people who are struggling at the moment, but this is particularly for Trevor, Brian's brother, and also for Liz Ormiston.
Yes,
that
Liz,
life is so tough. You've lost your husband, and you're in this maelstrom of water at the moment. I understand that, but I want this for you. I want you to know that it is well with your soul, even if it's not well with your mind or with your heart at the moment.
Thank you. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever your lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. Sing it. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. Though Satan should buffet, though trials should come, let this blessed assurance control, that Christ has regarded my helpless estate, and has shed his own blood for my soul. Sing it, sir. It is well, it is well
With my soul,
with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Lord, haste the day when my faith shall be sight, the clouds be rolled back as a scroll, the trumpet shall sound, and the Lord shall descend. Even so, it is well with my soul. It is
well
well
with my soul.
with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul.
It is well, it is well
With my soul. When peace like a river when peace like a river
That was very moving.
suddenly my mother.
Yeah, and that's what happens. That's what
There it
happens,
is.
isn't it?
Did we sing it? I can't remember whether we did.
Oh
Yes,
no, I remembered it.
that's
I'm
why.
so sorry, love. I just suddenly remembered when we sang
Oh,
it.
yeah. Well,
It was your
at the-
recording. We
at the
had
Creme.
it at the end of Mum's service at the Creme.
It was this
and-
recording. That's why it suddenly triggered
And
me.
we were meant to just be leaving, but for some reason we all ended up round her coffin, didn't we, saying
Oh, we
goodbye?
did.
And that was
And
very
that was
moving.
playing. Oh,
Yes, no wonder you're crying. But that's the nature of it, isn't it? It's what you were saying, Yvonne, that things catch us unawares. And dear Lorraine Cooper just wrote in and said, this touches a tender spot. And I said, we will forever remember Michael.
Michael Cooper.
With this particular
We did an away
song.
day at Palmore House and for the JV community. And Michael Cooper, who was part of a very beloved member of the community.
Very active member of the community.
him
Did
and
lots of
Lorraine.
writing online and challenging
Always
people,
challenging-
chatting
always-
to people. It was lovely.
And I had the pleasure of singing at his Thanksgiving service, and doing all the music for him. And he asked me, he said, "No, I want you to do all the music." He planned it all, got me
Got it
there.
all sorted.
Just outside Peterborough, I turned up and
Oh.
sat in his room, in his bedroom, and he hadn't got long to live. And he was quite
He was quite sure of what he wanted.
sure as what he wanted.
And it was beautiful.
It was hard. It was hard to do, but that was a very moving service run by George. Actually,
Yes, it was. And George, can I just say, another apology incoming.
this is yours.
I received the email, but I couldn't actually open the attachment. So I am going to order it myself for next time. I promise.
I'll walk with God from this.
Yes.
It's the literally the
Yes,
last page.
it's the
Did
last
you
page.
steal the last page? Was that
Would
what
I
happened?
do something like
Because
that?
I had 3 pages ready to go, and it's
It's-
4 pages.
It's with all
in D
this. It's
major.
with all the spare socks that get lost and the Tupperware lids. It's in a
Yeah, but
special
here.
special hiding
It
place.
was here. We were actually in the room, and I came to, and it's a song that Reverend George, he's a lovely couple, George and
George Rogers.
Yeah,
George and Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yes.
So I went up. George and Benny. I was going to call it George.
It's got Benny on
George
the
and
brain.
Bonnie, and just fabulous people. And he led the very moving and unforgettable service for us at the away day this last year, just gone.
Oh, lovely.
We've got another away day coming up
We
in the north of England.
Thornley. Now, I
Thornley
had a little
Christian
chat with Jane
Yeah, this
yesterday.
is unbelievable.
And she said that she's, as far as I think we're up to 31 people are coming, which is
I
awesome.
think it's nearly 30.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's nearly full.
And a couple of other people are just trying to decide. I think they've reserved and they haven't finished paying for it yet. But there are still just a few rooms left. So
Well, they're not many.
please,
Literally, that's only
please,
34.
please join us if you're thinking about it, because it's obviously going to be an awesome occasion. So it's at Thornley Christian Hotel up in Grange over Sands, and it's from the Friday,
Grange,
the
near-
20. Yes, thank
not
you,
far
dear.
from Barrow.
24th of April to the 26th of April with a facility to stay over till the Monday as well.
Which
and
most
actually,
people are doing.
most people are doing. So we are going to have
It's going to
an
be a
awesome
long day.
we're going to have an awesome few days away, and we're so looking forward to it. So if you haven't signed up for it already, please do. And if you need to just ring Thornley Christian Hotel directly, then that's probably the best way
The
to do it.
food is
The food is
simply
awesome.
magnificent.
The rooms are lovely, and the view out over the front and just walking along the front there
it
is
should be
great. So
lovely. Along the
you'll have a
promenade there,
chance
the
to be
Victorian promenade.
quiet and to just enjoy a bit of time on top of being with all these lovely people from the community.
And we'll have events for you, obviously, that we will plan
Yes.
that we planned for
Yes.
the other lot, and we won't duplicate, but it's going to be fairly much. We're going to do what we did, so we have a real. You can dip in, dip out as you want, and it'll be a great time. I'm going to have a little moment where we have a little. Sorry.
And I've just seen what we're going to play, so I'm just going to introduce it if that's okay.
Yes. Okay.
So yes, you're having a bit of a break, which is good, and we're going to watch Jonathan's. Oh no, it's not. It's the wrong one. Okay, sorry, I've just realised which one it is. Actually, let's go for the other one. Actually, Rachel, let's go for Precious Lord and the Old Rugged Cross. And I'm not going to do the introduction that I thought I was going to do, but actually, we thought we were going to do I Love the Will Not Let Me Go.
Yeah.
But actually,
I will be doing that.
oh, you will be doing that
I'll
one.
I'll
Okay.
be doing that one.
I've just been burbling to myself for the past 3 or 4 seconds, so therefore we'll just play the video, Rachel. Thank you very much.
Take my hand, precious Lord. Lead me on, let me stand. I'm tired, I'm weak, I'm worn. Through the dark, through the night. Lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord. Lead me on. particularly about it.
And you're on.
Well, we're on, back on. That was a happy memory, back to Barrow and Furnace. And I think actually the crying leads into really this whole thing about bereavement, doesn't it? The crying, you can't manufacture it. When it happens, it happens. I remember being around it for a long time when my mother dying actually, and being by her bed was very emotional.
Yes.
When she squeezed my hand and kissed it, she'd never kissed my hand before ever in her life. She just didn't do that kind of thing. And just at the end, with no words, she just took it and kissed it.
Yes.
For me, that was our goodbye. That was our moment. And I'll remember that, and I don't necessarily cry at that, but there was I crying at the moment when the creme, the song was being played, and I couldn't, strangely I couldn't locate why I was having a problem with it.
It was sorrow.
Is that
sorrow that was down deep
down?
Inside that was coming up, yes.
Is that what you find with people on the course? Because we're going to start talking about this course. So have you got questions and things that...
I have. I've got a couple of questions. I've already talked to Yvonne about them.
Okay,
so.
we'll address them. But is that what you find with people, that there's an unpredictability about...
There absolutely is, yes. We talk in the bereavement journey, and we actually refer to something that one of the MPs said at the time of the pandemic. When in the pandemic, in Parliament, this particular MP said, some of us are trying to understand why it is we're feeling this deep sadness. And that was at the time of the Queen's death as well. And what we say is that we are a death-denying society. We have been for far too long, and we sort of conditioned ourselves into sort of stiff upper lip, carry on, do the best you can, and just sort of bury the pain.
Yeah.
And what happens with people is that sometime later on, something just triggers that pain that's been buried. They don't even realise it's there. And on the bereavement journey, one of the things that we do on the first session is actually ask people to think back about their losses in their life, because loss is all linked together. And if you haven't resolved it, it all is like a long thread. So a bereavement now will be linking in with the losses that you've had before that you haven't resolved.
Okay, let's get that right then. So loss, meaning loss of what?
Anything. So you might have moved country. You might have had lost your dog, and your dog was very important to you. Could have been a friend, years ago or something. But any kind of significant loss that hasn't been processed, that you've just sort of carry on, just stiff upper lip, carry on, get on with it. If you haven't processed it, it's still there. The pain is still there, and a later loss can take the lid off it.
Yeah.
And so some people will come on the bereavement journey, not understanding why they're feeling such intense pain over maybe an auntie or a colleague, or think, why am I feeling so sad? And it'll be because there's other stuff there as well.
If I might, I'm going to just talk about, and Liz Ormiston is watching tonight, I think.
She is, bless her.
And Liz, if you don't mind, I'm going to reference you, because you're somebody that has been on my mind, and I'll use her as an example. She lost her dog. I think was it before?
Yeah, it was before. Yes,
She lost Tom.
She had to put her husband into a care home because he had dementia, and then her dog died. And she'd also moved house as well
away
beforehand.
From children.
So it's a number of
things.
things, number of losses, wasn't it, Liz?
And I think that there's a piling up. I think, and Liz has suffered with this accumulation
of losses.
Of loss.
Yes.
And how can we help Liz?
Firstly, a husband in a care home, he hasn't died,
No.
but people go through grief before people die.
Yes.
With dementia, with a terminal illness, we call it anticipatory grief. And you can go through the whole grief experience without realising that you are necessarily, and without the support of others, because other people don't recognise this. You know? So she will be having some of that as well. And how can we help? Well, with anybody who's going through grief, there are a number of things that we offer and we say. Firstly, in our charity, we offer two forms of help. We have
And
a
the charity's called
Ataloss.
Ataloss. It's one word. It's one word, isn't it?
Yes, one word,
You can
Ataloss. That's
search
right.
it online now.
Absolutely, Ataloss. So when you go to our website, ataloss.org, it's designed to signpost people to help.
Okay.
So we've got a signposting website to help people, whatever the loss. This is bereavement, death loss. Yes, whatever the death, and it might be miscarriage, that kind of death. Yes, it's a person you've lost. It directs you to the services, and information across the country, specialists as well as local help. Yes, so that's signposting, and then the other thing that we're doing is we've been helping the churches to offer the bereavement journey for their communities, and that's a resource that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
6 sessions plus an optional one on spiritual help, just helping people to think through all the implications that might be going on for them in their grief and to process
All right.
it.
So we've got 6 sessions and then an optional 7th.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes,
But
optional. Yes.
90% take up. Is it?
Yes.
Take up the 7th
Almost
one?
everybody goes. What I'm often saying, so we train the churches and Christians to run it for their communities, and I often say to them, the biggest problem you're going to have is crowd control, because there's so much need in society.
Yes.
We've denied death for too long. So much need. People want to look at bereavements from long ago, and so on. So much need that they'll come, and people do come, and so lots and lots of people will come, and they generally don't intend to come to the 7th session, because we have
It's fine.
it's
We're
those
not.
Christians.
Yes.
We don't do that. But we have 6 sessions, and they come for the grief support, and we help them they do their own processing. It's all about your own work. We have films and discussion groups around the subject, so people think things through and work things through. And what often happens with almost everybody is that by the time you get to session 7, they all want to come. Because
Is that relational? Is that because it's been
it's
so
relationship.
relational?
It's a number of things. Yes, absolutely. Most people say they don't want it to end because they're finding it so helpful. And so some people will come because they just want to have another opportunity to be with their group
So
again.
they've formed a community.
They've formed a community in the group. It's a peer group.
Quite. Just
Yes.
let's just put a pause there just for a
Yes.
second and say, so is that a lot of the reason for the success of this thing? Because it's a community-based thing? People seek community in a
Yes.
fractured
Yes.
world where they could find no other community?
Yes. Well, in grief, we can feel very, very lonely, even in a crowd. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Grief makes people feel very isolated. They feel you feel different. You can feel like you're on a different planet. So different to everybody else. So it can feel really isolated. And one of the best ways of helping yourself to process grief is to find somebody else who's going through it.
Yes.
Yes. Or who has been through it.
Yes.
Just to talk it through, to tell the story,
Yeah.
to talk through, and in talking through, you're processing it. You're working it out.
Yeah.
So peer support is really helpful. So we put people into groups with, and people will come to process a bereavement, whatever relationship, whenever it was. Could be a long time ago, might have been recent.
Yeah.
And you do that in the group. And people find it so helpful because you hear somebody else sort of saying something similar to what you're going through, and so on.
It's a kind of Alcoholics Anonymous
It
vibe.
is an Alcoholics
yes.
Anonymous kind of vibe.
Yes.
And they usually say, we've got these films and it's good material, but usually people say that they get the most help from being with others, in the group.
This is absolutely
Yes.
where I'm hearing this.
Yeah. And then so some people want to come to session 7 just because they want to come again, and be with their group. And other people come because they think these Christians, I really respect them, and I love the fact that you've helped. Yeah, I really love the fact that you've helped me, and you've genuinely helped me with what I needed. And so they're curious. And then other people come because right from the start, they've had these spiritual questions, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
And they just want someone to give them an answer about
Yes,
God
yes.
and the afterlife.
Yeah.
And they're curious, and about the answers. I give them my answers, and I say that I'm a Christian minister who's been bereaved, who had to work through some of these things myself, and I just give you the answers that I give to these questions now, having changed my views quite a bit. Having been bereaved, and it works in exactly the same way as the whole course does, because when people are bereaved, everyone's individual, so no grief is the same. Everyone's grief journey is different. So the whole course works on the basis of, here are some films with some thoughts. it might be helpful or it might not be.
Yes.
You just take from it what's helpful for you.
Yeah.
So we do the same with the spiritual one. So here are my ideas about God and the afterlife and my thoughts and how that relates to bereavement. And the questions that people have when people are bereaved, spiritual questions, and there are lots of them around suicide and all sorts of things.
Yeah, we talked about earlier. Yeah.
Can I communicate with my loved one? Where are they now? All this kind of thing.
Yes.
So I give my answers, and it's just take it or leave it. It's, is it helpful? If it's not helpful, don't worry. If it is, then I'm glad. And people say all the time. People say that they found it helpful. About 90% come along, 95% say they find it helpful.
You see, and those are the stats.
They're the stats.
They're the stats.
Yeah.
And I think what's lovely is that you've done some good empirical research, so that this is not just some kind of. And I think this is really important. So when I'm talking to Liz right now, and is there some way we can help Liz to find a course
Yes.
that is near her?
Yes.
To find people who will, if she can't get out on her own. Because I think this is something that we need to. Because I'm looking at Liz as an example, and dear Liz has suffered so much, and I think actually for her to be with people. Sometimes if we go on and on
We've
and
been
on,
on a
it's,
similar
I can't find the
journey.
time. It's a similar journey, but we get it done, and we find something that's near you, and we find something that will help you. Liz, if you're listening, well, I know you're listening.
She is.
If that's going to be helpful, we will find one near you, and we'll try and help you.
So if Liz can access the internet, Ataloss.org for all the help that's available for her bereavement.
Yes.
Yeah. And the bereavement journey courses are on there as well, because it's all the help that's available.
Yes.
But if she specifically wants to find a bereavement journey course, you can go direct to the bereavement journey website
And find it near.
And there's
the one near you.
locations, and you can see all the locations where they are. 570.
And if you can't do that, darling, we will do that for you. We will find someone. I know Rachel will be able to get onto it because she's very quick on these things.
the bereavementjourney.org.
Bereavement
you can
Journey.
see the locations.
It's up there. I think
Yes.
it's all up there, isn't it?
See all the
on the
locations.
information.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the things that excites me is when you talk about it's a real people thing. It's when we see not just statistics, but we see somebody helped, somebody changed, somebody moved on in their lives, because it feels from what you're saying, and I think maybe it's true that we get stuck when we don't do the bereavement thing right. Now I can only talk. I've lost my mother. I've lost various friends over the time, but I sometimes don't. I said to Sue, I don't feel terribly emotional. My mother lived; she was 92. She was a Christian. She was happy that she was going. I was sad to lose my mummy, but I don't feel generally deeply emotional. Should I? What
You don't
what
have
should
to.
I feel?
You don't have to.
Should I be crying all the time, or should I be on my knees all the time?
No. I mean, with grief, all we need to do is process the pain that we have, whether it's a lot or a little or whatever, And every death is going to impact us in different ways, because of the way the person died, the age that they died, the relationship that we had, whether it was expected or whether it wasn't, and all this kind of thing. So every death is different, every bereavement is different, and every individual is different over how they grieve. So all that's important is that we look at ourselves and what's gone on for us.
Yes.
And we just ask ourselves the question. We say it's worth exploring
Yes.
bereavement.
Yeah.
Explore it to see whether there's pain there that needs to be resolved. And if not, that's fine. Some people cry a lot when somebody dies. Some people don't cry at all.
Sure.
All this kind of thing. Everyone's different. So the good thing is to explore it, and to give yourself some time and dare to face it, because a lot of people will think that they have grieved when they've actually just run away from it. Yeah.
So,
And then,
dare
to face
so
the
what is
pain.
okay? Dare to face the pain.
Yeah.
So dare to cross the bridge. I call it the
Yeah.
bridge of fear.
Yeah.
Between over there is the green pasture, and over here there'd be monsters. The bridge is the thing you have to cross.
Yes.
And trip trap going over my bridge. And you don't know whether the monster's going to get you on the way. And the fear, Matthew was my dear son was going. well, there are two things I'll say. He went for his dentist appointment, and he knew he had to get his tooth pulled out, and he was absolutely dreading it, absolutely beyond fear, and he had to get over that fear and go and get out. And he came out and said, "I haven't taken any tablets at all. I feel fine." I told him all that beforehand. I've had it done, Susan, but that meant nothing.
Yes.
And so the journey is yours. It's not.
Yes.
It's not. You can't live it through someone else.
That's right. Now, one of the things that people don't, that society doesn't realise, is that if you haven't processed grief, then and you've suppressed it, and you don't realise necessarily that you've suppressed it, it comes out in other ways. Yeah. So, and this again is something that people discover by coming on the bereavement journey, because they begin to realise the extent to which something has affected their attitude and their behaviours, and their mental health, their physical health, their relationships, and families bust up over bereavement. People can have mental, nervous breakdowns later on in life. They can be depressed because of a death that happened many years before. All this kind of thing. So people don't realize, and substance misuse and turning to alcohol to drown the pain. And people don't necessarily realize that they're doing all of this over a bereavement.
No.
And the other thing that people can do, and I say about running from it, is that people can be very busy. They can make themselves busy because they don't want to face the sadness. Distraction. So the image that I use in it all, and not so much the bridge, and I think that's a great one, but the image that I use is what we talk about is people, when you think that when you want the sunshine, you want the hope, that you've got to run towards the sun. Yeah. Yes. With grief, the quickest way to get to the sun is not to try to chase the rising sun, try to chase the setting sun, but to turn back and go into the darkness.
Yes.
Go through the darkness and meet the rising sun.
Well,
yes.
Nice.
So you've got to turn round
that's
and
better.
face the pain.
That's better than mine.
Face the darkness.
I like that. Face the darkness.
Don't run away from it to chase the setting sun, but turn round and face the darkness.
That is very, very strong.
Face the darkness and meet the sunrise coming the other way. And you've got to go through the pain to be in a new place.
I like that. That is a good place to just put a pause.
So dare to explore it. Yeah, dare to explore it. Dare to explore it, and then just see what happens, and you can find yourself in a much better place.
This is very good stuff. Very good stuff. Sue, anything before we do the questions that you?
No, not at the moment. People are very intently listening. I can tell.
I think I'd just like a little. There's a good place for "Oh Love That Will Not Let Me Go."
Yes.
If you could put that on as a video.
Okay,
Rachel,
can you find that for me, Rach?
That'd be very good.
Oh Love That Will Not Let Me Go. Not those two. That's it. Okay. That's the one.
That's the one.
Okay.
And this one just.
And this one is particularly for Gareth and his family, and it was a year ago that he lost his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And this is a very special song, and I think we're thinking of you all, and God's love will never let you go.
I rest my weary soul in thee. I give thee back the life I love, that in thine ocean depths its flow may reach a fuller being, may reach a fuller being. That follows on my way, I yield my flickering torch to thee. My heart restored I cannot close my heart to thee. I trace the rainbow through the rain and feel the promise is not vain, that morn shall tearless be, that morn shall tearless be. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go. Oh, cross, liftest up my head. I dare not ask to fly from thee. I lay in dust life's glory dead, and from the ground that blossoms red, life that shall endless be, life that shall endless be. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will not let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go. Oh, perfect love. Oh, perfect love. Oh, perfect love.
And so, what a lovely song that is. I remember that was the song that, I love the one. Was that you that helped
It
write that one?
was me that helped you write that song.
Now, what did you do in it? I've forgotten. Did you cook me pasta that day, or was it?
Well,
It was.
I'm
It
always
was.
cooking
It was
pasta.
spaghetti
But it was-
bolognese. I
it was-
remember it well. I was sitting at the piano. I was. I remember my songs by the food I was eating. What did I write when I was eating at McDonald's? I can't remember.
Just a little ditty, darling.
But that was, yes. We were sitting. I was sitting at the piano in the lounge,
lounge.
in the West Wing,
Yeah, right.
and Beckstein, yeah, and not the Steinway. The Steinway
Yeah,
was
the
next door.
Beckstein, yes, the Beckstein.
We were just sitting. I said, I don't know what song to do. I'm not sure. And it's I just said, why don't you do? I love that Will Not Let Me Go. I'll write a new tune to that, because I love the old tune.
But we love the lyrics, and we've always been very moved by the
Chasing
lyrics of that particular
Blind
the
Man.
story behind it and the words themselves. And so you sat and doodled away and very
Doodled.
quickly came up with a very lovely tune.
lovely
And I
tune,
think I
yeah.
suggested that a chorus might work, and just to focus on
Well, it's the words,
the love of
words
God.
that you said.
Perfect love.
Perfect love.
Yeah.
Unchanging love. Oh, love that will not let me go. And then I love that
Never lets me go.
Never lets me go. Never lets me go.
Just as an
Which-
emphasis of the strength of the song, I think.
Yeah.
Not
Anyway,
changing it.
so that for people right now is possibly a useful song for some people who are of faith. But there am I. I mean, we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of what the charity, because one of the things this show has done over nearly 6 years now is to promote, its own charity, which is doing terribly well and helping lots of people, and that's Got a Friend Trust. And if you want to apply for a grant, then please do. If you'd like to have a washing machine or something required, you've got fares required to go to hospital or things like that, then just write to Adrian Pinnock over in the Isle of Wight. And if you're too embarrassed to write to him, write to me or Sue, and we can forward your request. But when a charity, somebody comes and they're not a Christian, your charity is this provide how much does it cost to go on the course?
It varies depending on where you go to take it, but not very much. We run it online for the nation ourselves.
Yes.
So that's 3 times a year, and people pay $35 for that for the whole
For
7
7 weeks.
sessions.
35.
Yeah.
So it's like going to a choir, isn't it?
£5 a session.
It's £5 a session. And so £5 a session. And again, if you've got problems with doing that, then Sue and I can help you on that. We don't want you to not go if you haven't got £35. We will pay. I will give you the money personally. Okay, I will go out. I'll work really hard so I can give you the money. All right, I'll sing a song. Okay, that's what I'll do. Okay, but seriously,
but it varies. The churches will charge what they need to charge for their hall, or their own. Yes.
Okay, for the facility.
How they're doing it. Yes.
Okay, but it's not going to cost. It's not going to cost much.
Nobody makes money out of it.
No.
It's all just covering costs.
And here is where I want to talk to you about it. See, because the charities, I want to be tough with you now. Okay, Yvonne. A charity, right? We hear so much bad stuff about charities, about money going and the great big salaries that people get at the top. How much do you take from this?
Nothing.
Nothing. And that I really need to hear. I need to hear people, and that's why we are supporting this, and we will continue to support it as the JV community. We will take your stuff and we will promote it online, and we will make sure that people know about this. We will partner with you in this, and I think it's important to say that we'll partner with you online, and we'll try and create some emblem that will be promoted and promote this, because I think that would be a help for you and the courses.
It really would be. It absolutely would be. Thank you.
So you're not taking money. However, there have to be funds raised to do what? Tell us.
To pay salaries for people who are doing the jobs, So I've been doing this for 10 years. I felt very strongly called to leave ministry, as it were, to set up a charity to try to change the nation. The entire nation. Try to change the nation.
Just changing your town or your city?
Change the entire nation. The
ambition.
whole UK, because of just a nation that doesn't do grief, and try to make it different. So what we do is we do 3 things. In the healthcare sector, they have this pyramid, this health pyramid, which is 4 layers. And they're basically saying that therapists at the top are only really needed for a few people.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. When it comes to grief, everybody thinks that if they're crying and they're sad, they need a therapist, because the nation's forgotten how to do community grief.
Yes.
And how to help each other.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do
exactly.
Mates. So what we're trying to do is change the nation so that not everybody tries to go to a therapist and sits on a waiting list for 18 months or 2 years, which is what's going on. Yeah. But actually, they get the help that they need. That we've lost the art.
Yeah.
So we're doing 3 things. We're raising awareness. We're in the media a lot.
Yes.
And we've got an
You are in the media a lot, aren't you?
We are in the media a lot. Yes.
You're at governmental level as well, aren't you? You're in consultant.
Yes, absolutely. All-party parliamentary group. So we're working with the government to try to respond to a lot of the things that are cropping up.
Is that in the House of Parliament?
Yes.
Not that. Sorry. I mean, not the House of the House of Commons.
Yes, yes.
Are you also involved at the House of Lords?
Yes, yes. So we're responding to legislation that keeps coming up now as the subject's opening up. So when I started all this, we had a death-denying society. I spent 5 years getting nowhere. Every time I tried to persuade
knock
somebody,
on the door.
Yeah, they just kept closing the door. The pandemic helped, and suddenly we're in the media a lot. So at that point, sort of 5 years ago, we were, or 6 years ago now, we suddenly got noticed. And so for the last 6 years, it's like we've broken the ice and the subject has begun to open up. And that has meant that the country is very rapidly all thinking, oh, we ought to do something about grief, and we ought to talk about grief, and we ought to do something about bereavement. All across society, people are doing things and beginning to address it. So there are masses of opportunities, and the same is happening in Parliament. There's legislation, lots of different areas of legislation, the Employment Rights Bill. You know, we've been talking to Minister there about making sure that employment, the bereavement is there, you know, as part of it. So it's happening in Parliament as well. We're responding to things, but we're also trying to speak into some things. So one of the main thing that we're trying to speak into is trying to help the government to realise that unsupported bereavement is a public health issue. Yeah?
Yeah, significant.
Significant public health issue. Like I was saying before, mental health, physical health. People lose their homes. People are homeless. Lots of people, food banks, you know, it's because of bereavement, lose their jobs. All sorts of things. Depression.
Yeah,
and
massive calls on
massive calls on exactly. And one thing leads to another, even crime. So we've been piloting the bereavement journey in prisons recently, and the results are just coming back, and they are pointing to more settled sentences, and not returning to prison.
So recidivism is that right? My
Yes.
gosh,
So that is the sort of the pinnacle of what we're talking about here. So we're we're talking to government. We're trying to help government to realise that unsupported bereavement is a massive public health issue and needs to be funded. So with awareness in the media, with government and so on. That's the first layer. But in the media, helping people to realise their own bereavements, you know, understanding their own bereavement, what's going on for them, self-help. You know, you can do a lot by understanding to help each other. So that's the first thing. The second layer is our signposting. I mentioned our website, so people can go there and do the self-help again.
Let's have it again. What does it say?
Ataloss.org.
Ataloss.org.
Ataloss.org. Go there,
Up there all
find
the
the
time.
information, find the specialist services, find the local help, so that you can get the community help and understanding that's been lost. And then the third layer is this community help through the bereavement journey. So we're doing all of that to take the pressure off the therapists. Yeah.
So the therapist can deal
So the
with
therapist so people can go to the therapist for the therapy that they need, rather than be talking about their scenario. And 85 to 90% of the population do not need therapy when they're in grief.
Is that right?
It's only 10 to 15% that need therapy. Yes.
And those that do need therapy, what are the reasons for that extreme?
Well, if people come on the bereavement journey, what will often happen is that the majority of people will process their grief healthily by just talking it through with others and so on. Some will realise that it's more complex.
And you can signpost them on.
Exactly. And they will realise that they need, and we say this, you know, you might be the person that needs the help, you know, and they'll realise that. And then they'll go to a therapist with exactly the thing that they need to resolve. Yeah? Yeah. So they're using the therapy well. Yeah. And then again, in a complementary way, everybody gets the help that they need. Takes the pressure off, the therapists are being used for the right things. Right. That's what we're trying to do, is trying to help the nation to resolve its grief and to deal with grief when it happens. So yes, going back to what you're saying about us then. So we're doing that. I set about to try to change the nation in all of this, and doing these three things. We are doing very, very well. We're doing very, very well with it. And 10 years in, this is our 10th anniversary year. And
congratulations.
And we are now celebrating things taking off like wildfire. Absolutely amazing as the subject's opening up in society.
And so when you say wildfire, what does that look like?
Well, the website, every month we're seeing more and more unique visitors. You know, repeat visitors are great, but we're looking at the unique visitors, the new ones. You know, so 19,000 last month, unique visitors. and it's sort of going up by like 10% every
Are
month.
they looking or are inquiring? Are they
They're-
actually signing up?
Yeah, no, they're looking at the signposting to find help. So that's the self-help thing. With the bereavement journey, it's spreading at a rate of one new location every working day.
Okay. Okay.
And that is
that's a lot.
phenomenal.
That is
Absolutely
a lot.
phenomenal.
That
Yes.
is a lot.
Yes.
So that will mean, folks, that if you are in this position, and I want you all to be honest, actually, as I've been honest tonight, actually, with you. If you're in that position and you need to find somewhere, there's a location for you.
Yes.
And there is a location. There's got to be a location somewhere near you. And if not, if you can't find it, I'm sure that we can help you to find it by going to ataloss.org. What is it, Sue?
Ataloss.org, and it's on the screen. And if someone feels that they would like to have it at their church,
Yes.
then how easy
do they
is
do
that
this?
to happen?
Well, if you're interested in the bereavement journey, you can go direct to its own website, thebereavementjourney.org, and there you will see you can find a course or you can run a course.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can see yourself, find a location, you can run a course. So it's got its own website so that you can just go straight there if you'd like to.
Okay, so that answers another question, which is maybe you are thinking you'd like to run the course. Maybe you've been a church
to be
leader and
part
you're
of it.
retired now, and you want to do something. You want to do something. Well, this is another great. As I said to the vicar yesterday, it's an interesting thing. When the vicar retires, he doesn't stop being a Christian. He doesn't stop serving. He just stops being paid by the church organisation that he's been working
That's
for,
right.
or
Yeah.
not. And so, anyway, can we
So
can
we
we
say-
just move on to
Yes.
now?
Okay. Go
How
on then.
this is an idea that you talked about.
Yes.
And this community helps where it can
Yeah.
financially. It's
I
been
would-
historically.
Oh, bless.
It's been a generous community. People, some don't have any money, a lot of money, but they can do what they can do. What was your idea? You need to keep this running.
We need to keep this running. So at the end of December 2023, having felt like God was called me into this to change the nation and change the nation for mission, I realised that this was about social transformation and church growth and faith as well as pastoral support. But it was taking off so much. The end of 2023, I was absolutely exhausted, working all hours. And I'm praying, Lord, you called me into this, but you said that I would, you'd provide. I need the money. I can't carry on like this. I need more people. It's going crazy. I need more people. Where's the money that you promised? And then January 2024, I got a phone call from a complete stranger who'd heard about us, and he said, I understand you need some money, and tell me how much you need. Right? So I had this bizarre, most wonderful conversation with a Christian. It was a couple who'd come into an inheritance that they weren't expecting, and they were looking for what they could give it to change the country.
Yeah.
And he said, "This is it. We want to give all this money to you,
All of it.
the whole lot. You have the whole lot.
My goodness.
We were looking for the right project. He said, but this is the condition. He said, I want you to use it to step up and step up quickly. Yeah?
Yeah.
This is 1.5 million.
To scale up.
To scale up.
Quickly.
And scale up quickly, because now is the moment.
1.5 million.
It was 1.5 million.
Gosh.
And he said, this is the condition. Scale up quickly. Get out there, because I want, to see you as Christians doing something in this space.
Yes.
So that was the deal. And he said, there's no more money after this has run out. So by the end of 3 years, he said, I'll give you 500,000 a year. By the end of the 3 years, and you need to be carrying on running. Yeah. So this is our third year. Right. Yeah, exactly. This is our third year. So we've done the scale up phenomenally, and God is doing amazing stuff. By the end of this year, we need to be getting that 500,000 in. Yeah.
Right.
Now our budget is about 650 to 750,000, depending on what we do. Yeah. And we can get the other bit. It's the 500,000 that we need now. So I'm challenged in all sorts of ways. But one idea that we've had this year, our 10th anniversary, I want to ask your listeners what they think, if they think this is going to work. Yeah. Because it's 10th anniversary. So the idea is in April, we launch this fundraising campaign for the whole of the rest of the year, our 10th anniversary. armbands. Now, obviously, we don't wear black armbands these days. Yeah. It doesn't have to be black. It could be different colours. But the idea is the challenge. £250, you know, wear an armband. Maybe this was going to be one colour, yellow or something like this. But the £250 challenge for Ataloss. It's on the armband. Let's call it yellow. £250. A £500 challenge, different colour, and a £1,000 challenge. And people get the armband from us with that printed on it, and they wear it for as long as it takes them to raise that money.
And so, how would you think they would make the money? Through
Any which
way they can.
Any which way. So it might be that they sacrifice something, sweets or whatever it might be that they have, and they put that in a pot. But while they're doing that over a few weeks or months, whatever it might be, they're wearing the armband, so that they're telling other people that they're on this challenge,
right.
and they're inviting people to help. They might do a sponsored walk. They might do other things. They might have a coffee morning.
Yes.
Whatever comes naturally to them. But they say, they opt for an amount, and they say, this is my challenge to get to this point. And they wear the armband until they get that money, and then they take it off and send it to us.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Well,
you
let's
think?
put it out there. See what
put it
people
out there.
think.
What do people
See
think?
what you think, people. So the idea, I mean, you think it's not that much. The 250, I could see people going,
Maybe
I
they
think
could
I
do
could do
that.
that. You know, I
The
could
£250
give up
challenge?
this over a period of, and
Over
ask
time.
people to help. And see what you can raise, and I'm sure actually if it's below the £250, after you were going to accept the money anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Well, if you don't manage it,
But that would be
yes.
that would be. But have a bit of faith and go for it, and see. It'd be quite a fun thing. You've done it before for other things, which I know you have, and been very generous. And listen, those people who simply can't afford to and can't think about doing that.
That's the point, isn't it? It's not about you necessarily just giving the money.
No.
It's about raising
Raising
It's about
money.
raising it.
So you
And
know,
wearing
If you
the-
bake,
yes,
And
if
wearing
you
the
bake,
armband to
sell-
say that I'm
Yes.
trying
Right.
to.
Yes.
You know?
and if you bake, then you sell your cakes.
Yeah, you sell
Right.
your
If you
cakes,
sew, then you
Yes.
sell. So Vicky, if you sew, sell the stuff that you've got out there, Vicky. If you're on thingy corner, pointy sticks corner, and whatever it is that you do, I don't know. There could be something that in here called when there's a barter. I know somebody like, for example, Pete is going to come. He's going to come and do things for us. And if somebody who has a talent in doing
Something.
DIY,
Yes.
they do it for somebody, and the person pays them to do it. They do it for that.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's
Or
a bit
people could group together, maybe.
exactly. but
One
that
person
mu-
wears
yes.
the band. This is
Yeah.
for us, you know, this group, and we're
we'll do
trying
this.
to. This is
Yeah.
we're taking on this challenge. Yes.
I think I think this is going to be an interesting in to see. Okay, so that's the
Put your thinking caps on, people.
Put your thinking caps on. How can you do it? We are going to partner with this organisation for the next year, and we're going to see where this goes.
That'd
And
be
I think
great.
actually, and so we'll keep talking about this. And
Margaret Bowner said we would need to be reminded again. So I think, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to perhaps write a post or something to put up on the community.
yeah,
And just keep sort of
and I'm
recirculating
sure
it
Rachel
and
can
adding
write
to
something
it
that
and
goes
so on.
up on.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll talk about it.
Yes.
For a few weeks. And any other things that are coming in.
Vicky said, I can't sew things to save my life. She's a knitter.
A knitter. All right. I don't mean sew, I mean knit. Goodness gracious me, I don't know. Knit something, for goodness sake, and sell it. Don't get awkward with me, Vicky. And I'm trying to think, what can I do, Sue? DIY. Maybe I could do
Yeah.
some DIY for
Maybe
people.
pay you not to do it.
I don't think so. Right, that's a great idea. Look, the time has gone.
It's gone away
And we've-
again.
So
Run away.
do your listeners think it's a good idea?
Well, that's the question.
That's
we'll
the
find
question.
out. Write in
I'd
to
love
us.
to know.
Write in, let us
Write
know.
in and let us
people.
know if it's a good
if they
idea.
think it's a good idea.
Not saying
because-
that you need to commit to it, but do you think it's
Do
a
you
good
think it's a
idea
good idea
It's a
in
good
Yvonne
idea.
to just carry on?
You know, but we will mention it next time we're on, because Professor Brown, actually, I met him at your at Lambeth
our
Palace
evening,
at the
yes,
evening,
yes.
which was a lovely evening of exploration into that stuff. It was very interesting. So he's coming on, Keith Brown, next time we're on, which is on the 8th. When is it? 7th. 7th, isn't
It'll
it?
be the 8th.
No, because I'm. You sure?
Well, the 1st is a Sunday.
Right, and we're not doing that one, are we? So,
Nope.
all right. So whenever it is, but it will be up there on the screen. Do you have to do any notices? I'm just getting to the.
No, we're off to Dawlish next weekend. That's it. I don't need to tell you anything more about that.
No, you
It's
can
on the-
find that on the
on
website. It was a lovely concert last night. We had a great time, and it was the people were sensational. We had a lovely evening, and it's been lovely having you in tonight and
Thank
just
you.
singing a few songs and doing a. I hope people have enjoyed it tonight.
They have
And,
enjoyed it tonight. They've enjoyed the songs.
I think we should sing "Go Peaceful." I'm going to go
I think so.
and the Lord bless you and keep you.
Oh.
Why don't we just put that on the backing track, eh? And I'll go over. Yeah, that's the one. Can we remember it? Because I could sit here and sing it.
Mm-hmm.
You give me the words. I've never sung it from here, but it's the song Paul Field has written that we've sung nearly every. I think it's right at the back or something. Right at the back, right in front of the camera. So we hope you have a good week this week, whatever you're doing. And I hope my antibiotics work. Go peaceful in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways. Do you want to sing, Sue?
I'll sing with you.
I'll sing with you.
You'll
You
have
ready?
to let me know what the words are.
Through darkness and troubled times. Sing it with you online. Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom,
Let faithfulness burn like a flame.
God speed you,
God lead you
and keep you
wrapped
around His heart. May you be known by love. So this week we think of people on their own. We think of people who cared for people. I went to see Judy Graydon, who gave me this incredible piano. Judy is now deep into, sadly, into dementia, and she's been put on end-of-life care. It was hard because we played, and she wept.
And she
And
wept.
she's never wept. And I think for the loss that she knows that she's suffered, even in her dementia, it was a very, very hard time. We had to go to Hastings to stand by the sea.
Yes, to
Just to
regroup.
reboot. It was tough, but tougher, but wonderful because the people who care for her, people were.
So Anna, Ivona, Ilona, Regina and Maggie, they are just fabulous angels for
They are.
Judy.
Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes. God holds you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around His heart. May you be known by love. God holds you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped Yeah, it was very moving actually to see Judy like that, and I love her very much. Both of us do. I just sat holding her hand and realising that actually the past, we don't live in the past, but the past, what we were singing, it helps us to remember sometimes the good that she was, and to her community and the Christian community she served, and the school that she was head teacher of, and the things that she did, and the wonderful people who look after her. I cannot speak high enough of these people. They are literally angels. They treat her like a mother, and we send love out to them. And we ask the Lord to bless you and keep you, you guys. A wonderful bunch of Polish people that, well, I hope, I've asked them if they'll come and look after me now. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you his peace, and give you his peace. Thank you, Matt and Nick. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and be gracious to you, and be gracious to you. Well, we've had a lovely time. Thank you so much for coming in. Could you just pray a final blessing over us?
I'd love to. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening. We thank you for the ministry of Jonathan and Sue, and for all the people who have been present tonight with us. Lord, I pray that you will bless them, just as Jonathan has been seeing, and that they might have peace, that you might have peace. Amen.
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 And don't
Thank
forget,
you.
people, so soon we'll see you in March. It is now. Not far away.
No.
Spring is sprung, the grass is risen. I wondered where the birdies is. The birdie's on the wing. It will be out soon. The blackbirds are singing. They're all singing out, and the buds are going to come out, and everything's going to be good. And on the 15th, we have, I think the 15th is, we have the wonderful group from Chichester.
We do. The lovely,
The
lovely
opera singer, the
students.
classical singer's going to come in here, and they're going to bless you with some fantastic singing, duets, solos, the lot. And they're coming all in my lot from university with the beautiful pianist Susan Legg, who's going to come back and reprise her thing. So we've got some great things coming up for you. I can't remember who's next. I think it could well be. I think it is going to be Paul Field towards the end of March. I think that's where it's going to be, or was it May? I can't remember.
No, he's in May.
Anyway, whatever. We love you lots. We're late
do,
tonight.
we
We're 7
do.
minutes past. And but
That's no shock.
good night from me.
And
It's
it's
good night from him.
me.
And it's good night.
And it's good night from me.
We'll see you soon. God bless you and good night.
Bye.
Thanks, Rachel.